maybe it'll roll up onto the green. Oh, but bam, what a shot, little draw on it, and that is going to be just fine. Hitting in the rough, it's going to bounce into the fairway. Oh no, oh, it went into a pot bunker. What an unlucky bounce. What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the Overlea Gaming Project. Today's video, we are starting a brand new series here on the channel, EA Sports PGA Tour. And this is pretty exciting. We're going to dive into this, do a little career mode, maybe hit about 10 episodes or so. Let's just see what this game is all about. I am a big fan of golf. Starting around COVID time, I started playing golf, and it has been an obsession of mine since. I'm currently in 3 different leagues. I have dropped my handicap significantly from 2020 to this year, 2024, my 4th year playing golf, and I am having a blast. So let's go ahead and get into this series. Starting right now. All right, here he is. It's Johnny Norris from the United States. Just turned 50 years old, and he said, you know what? I'm gonna take a crack at the PGA, living out his lifelong dream. Now, Johnny Norris started as a maintenance worker at his local golf course when he was growing up and just got completely obsessed with the game of golf, became a maintenance supervisor, and then started teaching. He was a golf instructor for years, tried his hand in his 30s at becoming a professional, wasn't successful, had some kids. Kids really screwed him up with his time, but now his kids are grown and he has got some time to put back into the game of golf. I mean, look at him. He looks really dumbfounded right now, and that's probably because he's just trying to soak it all in. So let's go on and start our career mode with Johnny Norris, 50 years old. I mean, golly. Can he do it? I don't know. Only time will tell. All right, you can take a look at some of his outfits. Round number 1, he's got the red, white, and blue on. Round number 2, I don't know. He just kind of looks like he got off of work somewhere. I don't know. Round number 3, the pure white. And round number 4, the Phil Mickelson special, all black. All right, so we have to choose where we're going to begin our career. And I tell you, we're going to begin our career right here in an amateur championship where we're going to have a chance to earn an invitation to play in the Masters and the US Open. We can finish our amateur career in Q School, and then we will compete for a spot on the Korn Ferry Tour, and then we'll go from the Korn Ferry Tour into the PGA Tour. So starting at the bottom ranks in an amateur championship. And here are our options. USGA, we got the US Amateur Championship at Bandon Dunes in Oregon. We've got Women's National at Augusta. The RNA Amateur Championship, that's more in England and Scotland. We have the Asia Pacific Amateur Championship and then the Latin American Amateur Championship. We are going to pick the US Amateur Championship because Johnny Norris from the United States, from his hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. I mean, good old Charm City. Here are the season settings for this amateur championship. For our round type, we are going to have full rounds and rounds per event. We can only have 1 or 4. And I do want to play at least a practice round or something. So I'm going to choose 4 rounds per event. And we're going to do that for the majors and for the FedEx Cup playoffs. Full rounds and 4 rounds per event. I'm only going to show the last 2 rounds for each event. Or maybe I'll show the first round and the last round. I'm really not sure yet. We'll just kind of play with it. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys want to see. But definitely full rounds And for right now, for today's purposes in this introductory video, we're going to play the first round in the U.S. Amateur. All right, welcome to the amateur season. Complete the following to advance. Complete the amateur championship. As a bonus, if we win the amateur championship, we qualify for the Masters and the U.S. Open. We got to finish Q School inside the top 40 to qualify for the Corn Ferry Tour. So that's what we are looking to do here in this amateur season as the episodes progress. And this is going to be pretty exciting. So hold on to your hats if you're wearing a hat. If you're not wearing a hat, what the hell? Put one on. Hold on to it. All right, also I think in this series we're going to do some sponsor challenges. We're going to do some coaching challenges. We're really going to have some fun with this series here with Johnny Norris, making sure that he is up to snuff, trying to work his way into the PGA. But for right now, let's go ahead and start week number 1, the U.S. Amateur Championship at Bandon Dunes Golf Resort. Here we go. All right, here we are, Bandon Dunes Golf Resort. This is pretty exciting, out in Oregon. Got the first round going on. It's Thursday. The course conditions are fast. Gonna leave the commentary on for the flyovers. And here we go. Johnny Norris going off at 9:24 a.m.
We get the round started here at Bandon Dunes with a par 4, measuring out at a couple of ticks under 400 yards. A safe drive should get you a nice uphill look to this green, but getting on the right tier is a must unless you want to start your day with a 70-foot putt.
All right, here we go. Johnny Norris teeing off here, 9:24. And we're going to take a look down here. We do not want our drive going too long. I tell you what, better safe than sorry. We're backing off. We got the wind 3 miles an hour coming from right to left. So I tell you what, we're just going to put this drive right here. It should roll out a little bit, but we don't want to go too far. So we are using our 3-iron off the tee here at Bandon Dunes. Here we go, our first drive of the tournament. Oh, there it is. Look at that. It's a beautiful draw right into the fairway. And that is going to roll out and leave us a nice approach shot. All right, I tell you what, we've got our approach shot, 125 yards. We're up elevation 20 feet into the wind a little bit. Pitching wedge should get us there, and it is going to roll out just a little bit. So we are going to play the ball a little bit out to the right. Let it land and roll down. And here we go, little pitching wedge approach. Hopefully we can get it to stick up there. Oh, there we go. It's a nice looking shot. Here it comes. Bam. That's awesome. All right, left ourselves a 25-foot or 29-foot putt. All right, we got some break in this. Let's see if we can't start off the round with a birdie. Here comes the putt. Oh, and it just goes a bit outside. And that's fine. All right, I've got tap-ins turned on for putts inside of 2 feet because nobody really wants to putt a 2-foot putt, and chances of missing those are 0. So we're going to start off with a par.
Level par. On now to the second here at Bandon Dunes, a long par 3 coming in at 220 yards, and it is every bit of those 220 as well, as it can play up to 30 feet uphill depending on the tee box. Fortunately, shots that run long do have a tendency to funnel back down.
All right, this is a really long par 3. We're going to have to use a 4-iron off the tee. It's up 17 feet into the wind, 5 miles an hour, so this should land and roll out. Should be pretty good. We're going to put this a little bit right of the flag. The goal here is just getting this on the green. And here we go, nice smooth swing. Oh, there it is. We got a nice draw. It's coming in a little bit left of where we wanted it, and that's going to roll out to the back of the green. It's going to turn around and funnel on down, and that is one hell of a shot. All right, tricky downhill putt here. I absolutely hate these. Here we go. Let's see if we can sneak this one in here for birdie, and we can't. All right, little auto tap in. Going to be a par. Starting off the day with 2 pars, and that is not bad. Take that any day of the week.
That finished off for par here with the second, and he'll stay at even par. We head to the third now, our first par 5 at 563 yards. Bunkers appear to be scattered on either side of the fairway, so accuracy is a must. This green is definitely reachable in two, but it does run nearly 50 yards from front to back. So if your approach isn't on target, you could be left with a putt of better than 100 feet.
All right, I tell you what, tricky tee shot here. We're going downhill. Wind's a little bit behind. No problem ripping a driver here. Let's just put this right in the middle of the fairway. And let's go ahead and get this big stick, smack one on down there. Bam! There it is. Perfectly straight. A little bit of fade on that. And that's going to be fine.
No issues here. That is into the fairway.
All right, now we got a decision to make. 186 yards to the green. We could definitely get it there with this 5-iron. And I tell you what, we might have to back off just a little bit and go with a 6-iron. And the question we have to ask ourselves, do we want to be super aggressive and go for the pin, or should we play it safe and get into the middle of the green? This is going to be a second shot, so I tell you what, we are going to play it safe. We're going to go back up to a 7-iron so that we land it short and just kind of roll it up on the green. And we'll kind of aim it towards the bunker, and that should be a perfect spot for us. Taking the 7-iron, let's go ahead and knock this on the green. Bam, there it is. Great shot, and that is coming right into the green. It's going to hit, roll a little bit, perfectly positioned, pin high. What a shot by Johnny Norris. All right, we got to look at eagle here. We are on the green at 2, 16 feet away. We've got a slider from left to right here. And that's a great looking stroke. And oh, it's just a bit outside again. And that's fine. Birdie tap in for Johnny Norris here on the 3rd hole. We'll take it. And there it is.
Up next, we come to the par 4 4th hole, which measures out at 443 yards. Beware that the rough is thick if you miss here, but a well-placed drive rewards you with our first real look at the Pacific, as you'll see that big expanse of blue and start to hear the crashing waves below.
What a beautiful hole here at Bandon Dunes, hole number 4. Johnny Norris on the tee box has to make a big decision right here. We are downwind and also down elevation, and I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to play really aggressive, and we are going to try and get this ball over this rough and roll down towards the green here. Pretty aggressive line. Johnny Norris likes to take these risks. Here we go. Oh, and that is absolutely smacked. A little bit too far right. It's got a fade on it. Can it go? It's going to hit a bush. Oh, and it doesn't pop out. Oh, no.
By the leaves, and that's not going to be a great result.
All right, we've got heavy rough, so the ball's going to come out about 94%. But the wind is probably going to cancel that out. And I tell you what, we're gonna go aggressive here. And we're actually just going to play this right to the left side of the pin. And we are going to give this a good whack. All right, coming out of the heavy rough. It looks like a good shot. Is it going to land and spin? Oh, there it is. It's a sticker stuck right on the green. All right, trying to get another birdie. 19 feet here. A little downhill left to right slider. And there's a putt. Puts a good stroke on. Is he going to get in? It is.
Oh, good run going.
Bam. Birdie.
On now to the number 1 handicap hole on the course. That is the 445-yard par 4 fifth. This one plays right along the bluffs of the Pacific. Keeping it straight here is the big key, because trouble lurks on either side if your tee shot or your approach are wayward.
All right, Johnny Norris at 2 under has moved up to 2nd. It's hole number 5, and we're going to need a good tee shot here. So it gets really tight up ahead, and I don't want to go into the bunkers or the rough. So I tell you what, we are going to back off a little bit on the drive, and we're going to use a 3-wood. The wind's pushing a little bit right to left, so we're just going to put this right in the middle of the fairway. Hopefully we don't run into that bunker. Let's give this a whirl. Right, there we go. Nice draw there. Ball's coming down the fairway. And what a perfect shot. All right, 148 to the hole. I've got 153. Wind's coming right to left. You can hear the waves crashing in the background. We are going to back up on this. Now, pitching wedge is not going to allow this to roll, so we're going to go with a 9-iron, and we're going to hit it a little short, try and avoid the bunker on the right. Here we go. It's a nice strike. It's coming center of the green. Not a bad place to be. Plunk, there it is. All right, got a long putt here, 55 feet. It's going to be pretty tricky. All right, here we go. Big putt, big sweeper. All right, it's probably going to be a little bit short.
This one is looking good.
But that's all right. Nuzzle it up right at the hole. What a great putt that was. There we go. Tap in for par. We'll take that all day long.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at 2 under. We continue our turn northward along the bluffs as we come to the par 3 6th. It's another stout one at 217 yards. Most golfers will be happy to play toward the right center part of this large green and stay away from the trouble, including the cliff on the left.
All right, big par 3, 167 yards is the way it's playing. It's uphill. Got wind coming right to left. So I tell you what, we're just going to go right at the pin. We got a 7-iron. So we are going to back that down to an 8-iron, and hopefully this ball's not going to roll out a whole lot. And let's see if we can nuzzle this one up close. Oh, there's a good looking swing, and that's off to the left, but that's fine. On the green, it's going to land and probably stick a little bit. There it is. Going to leave us a big putt, but that's fine. I mean, the commentator said it best. 2 putts is all we are looking for here. We just need to get this one to nuzzle up close. 2 putts, get our par, and get the hell out of here. Oh, it's going to be a little long. It's going to be a little long. Please, if it hits the hole, no, it's going to go by, and that's fine.
That is a super putt.
All right, you heard the man. It's a super putt. Speaking of super putt, there's a super par.
Here at the 6.
2 under.
We head away from the coast now due east as we come to the par 4 7th. A big wide fairway should make the tee shot manageable, but from there, this 3-tiered clover-shaped green provides a lot of opportunities for 3 putts if that approach wedge is not dialed in.
All right, I'll tell you what, this is one beautiful course. I would love to play this in real life, but look at all the undulation on this fairway. I tell you what, once again, we're going to back off of this drive because I don't want it to roll into the stuff. So we're going to play this one nice and safe. And 3 wood off the tee. I think that's all we need here. Let's go ahead and give this a crack. Oh, there it is. Smooth swing, little fader right up the middle. Bam. Can't ask for anything better than that. Well, I tell you what, a 9-iron's probably going to land and roll, but we're uphill into the wind, so we are going to try 9-iron. We're going to play it out to the right, and hopefully it'll land short and then roll up to the hole. Let's see what we do here. Another great strike, and that is drawn a little bit. It's going to land, and it's going to spin backwards. Wow, okay. I tell you what, it's a squirrely putt here. Going to try and nuzzle this one up close as well. Oh, that looks like a really good putt.
This one's tracking
coming down the hill.
Look out.
And bam! Look at a 52-foot putt.
The 8th hole here at Bandon takes us back toward the ocean. It's a par 4 at 385 yards, so it's not a long one. If you can successfully navigate or bomb it over those 2 fairway bunkers, you could leave yourself with not much more than 50 yards or so for your approach.
All right, what an amazing birdie that was. We are now on the 8th hole, and I tell you what, I'm pretty sure if we smack the hell out of a driver, we might be able to roll this one up on the green, so let's give it a shot. I mean, Johnny Norris not playing any games here. After that birdie, he has got adrenaline rushing through his system. Here we go. Oh, smacked a driver. It's actually a little left, which is not good. Don't go in that bunker. It's going to hit and roll, and oh, crap. No! Oh, boy. That is not good. I tell you what, we got to get a 60-degree up and out of this bunker. Let's go ahead and kick this out to the left. Oh, boy. There it is. It's a good out. And this, we're going to roll out a little bit longer than we wanted to, but we're on the green in 2, and that's fine. All right, tricky downhill slider here. This is a tricky putt. Hopefully we can get it to stop somewhere within tap-in range of the hole. That's a good-looking putt. Maybe it'll go in for a birdie. Will it go in? Oh, just a bit outside. All right, little 2-foot tap in, and we are good for par.
On now to the finishing hole here on Bandon Dunes front side, the par 5 9th. It's the longest on the course, measuring out at 585 yards. You'll find a handful of pot bunkers in the inopportune spots along the way. But if you can navigate your way around them, you just might wind up with a birdie putt.
All right, 9th hole, driver in hand here. We're going to go to the right side, and that seems to be a good place to be. It's the longest hole on the course. Taking our driver here. Let's give this a good whack, and there it is. A little fade on it, and that's fine. Right where we want to be, and that's going to give us some roll.
Rhythm is definitely there.
We are in a good spot.
Wonderful tee shot.
All right, we got an opportunity to go for this green here with a 3-wood. That's probably going to roll a little bit too much. So we are going to back it off with a 3-iron, and let's see if we can get this to roll up to the hole. It's par 5. Being on in 2 gives us an eagle look. There's a swing, nice and smooth, little fade on it. It's going right, it's going to kick left and get up on the green. That's awesome. Keep going, baby. What a shot by Johnny Norris. All right, Johnny Norris has an eagle look here. Green is moving right to left, a little bit uphill. There we go. Nice pace on it, and it looks like it's a little left, and that's fine. It's going to be a tap-in birdie. All right, tap-in birdie there for Johnny Norris. He's going to move to 4 under.
The backside begins here with the par 4 10th hole at 380 yards. The big hitters will feel like they can get it down there pretty close. An approach from the right side might be a bit shorter, but you'll get a better angle if you come at it from the left.
All right, trying to pick where we want to drive this ball, and I feel like if we go to the left of this bunker, we run the risk of running into the tall grass, but we do have an easier approach. But if we go this way, we get a little help from the wind, we might be able to actually roll it up onto the green. So let's go ahead and give that a shot. Here we go, Johnny Norris standing on the tee. Oh, there it is. Kind of a squirrely swing there, a little fade on it, but that's fine. It's going to hit the fairway and run up to the green, and we are on. Oh God, stay on, stay on. That is awesome. Wow, that's right, what a shot, and we are on, putting for eagle here on a par 4. It's a tricky putt here. Let's try and smash this one in the back of the cup. Here it is. There's a stroke. The ball's going towards the hole. No, it's just short. That's fine. Tap in birdie. We will take that all day long. Starting off the back 9 in the right way.
Okay, well done. On to the 11th now, a par 4 at 452 yards. Best to keep it down the middle or to the right off the tee. That leads to an uphill second where you'll most likely have to take it right over that bunker that guards the front right portion of the green.
All right, looking at this drive, looks pretty safe. We can just knock one out in the middle of the fairway. That pot bunker is too far away for us to get into. Let's go ahead and take a big swing with the big stick. Oh, that's a hell of a smack. Right down the middle of the fairway. And that is perfect. Johnny Norris on point today with his driver. All right, that pin is tucked in the front left, and the green's running all down to it. The wind is also pushing the ball that way, so I tell you what, we're going to play a wedge shot. We're going to play it out to the right, and let's see if we can't get this one to fall a little bit closer towards the hole. Oh, nice and smooth swing. Look at this ball. It's going right towards the pin. Gonna land a little short, and that's fine. All right, 21 feet. Trying to make this birdie here. There's the putt. Looks like it's a little left, and that's fine. It's going to be a tap-in par, and that's going to keep Johnny Norris at 5 under on the day.
So that brushed in for par. They make their par 3s long here at Bandon Dunes. This one, the 12th, measures out at 238 yards. This one at least is slightly downhill. Areas of concern include that pot bunker short and left and then the thicker stuff that comes into play if you knock it over the back.
All right, another big par 4. And I tell you what, this is a tricky shot here. The wind's coming from the back, pushing the ball. It's downhill. We're going to have to back off, I'd say, at least 2 clubs. We're going to go with a 6-iron. Hopefully knock it right to the front of the green and let it run down to the pin. The wind's going to be pushing it, so we're going to play it right about here. All right, here we go. Johnny Norris tied for first at 5 under. Would love to have a hole-in-one right here, right now. Oh, there it is. It's a great swing. The ball's going right towards the flag. It's going to land, and it's going to roll up towards the pin. What a great shot by Johnny Norris, and you can hear the crowd going crazy. Tell you what, this is a big sweeper of a putt. It's going right to left. It's uphill. Let's try and knock this in for a birdie. Here we go. It's a nice looking putt going towards the hole, and it just goes outside. Oh, man. It's all right. Tap in for par. It's going to leave Johnny Norris at 5 under. And that's fine.
The rolling hills of Oregon provide the backdrop to this par 5 13th hole. At 553 yards, it is reachable in 2. Big dunes in the fairway could make the stance awkward for that second shot, but a big green that measures better than 50 yards head to toe does yield a good number of eagle putts.
All right, what a beautiful hole. Some great scenery here at Bandon Dunes. And not much trouble out there. We're just going to knock this in the middle of the fairway and let it ride. Wind's coming left to right, but that's fine. Shouldn't really affect us too much. And speaking of affecting us too much, now's a perfect time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the Overlea Gaming Project? If the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And don't forget, hit that bell icon so you're notified of all the content coming out on the channel. Hit that like button even if you don't like the video. You gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And leave your comments down below. Doesn't even matter what you say. Oh, big old swing there for Johnny Norris, and that ball is right smack in the middle of the fairway. What a great shot.
And that,
this guy is on fire today. 243 yards. It's showing to the pin. We've got our 3-wood that goes about 230. We're into the wind. I tell you what, this ball does roll if it hits the green, so we're going to back off a little bit. We're going to go with a 3-iron. If it's a little short, it's a little short. It's fine. I'd rather be short than long. And let's go ahead and give this a shot. See if we can't get on it too. Oh boy, that is a nice strike. And please let it hit and roll up on the green, and it does. And look at that roll. Wow, right up next to the pin. Oh, we could not have asked for a better putt than this. A little bit of a straight putt here. It's a little tricky. But this one for an eagle, which will put us at 7 under par. Oh, what a great stroke. Ball's going towards the hole. No, it's just a bit outside. But that's all right. It's going to leave us with a tap-in birdie. We're going to go to 6 under on the day. And that might put us in first. There it is.
On to a tough one now, the par 4 14th listed at 390 yards. Pot bunkers are the worry here. There are 5 of them to contend with all told, and none are easy outs. The green is a narrow one as well, with a good amount of tilt from back to front.
All right, pot bunkers spread all around here. Johnny Norris in first place at 6 under, trying to figure out how aggressive to be. And I tell you what, with the wind kind of helping right to left, I feel like we can be pretty aggressive here. We're going to back off with a 3-wood and just knock it down, and maybe it'll roll up onto the green. Oh, but bam, what a shot, little draw on it, and that is going to be just fine. Hitting in the rough, it's going to bounce into the fairway. Oh, no. Oh, it went into a pot bunker. What an unlucky bounce. I tell you what we're going to do here. We got a 54-degree wedge. We're going to blast this out of the sand, hopefully get a little bit of spin on it, and let this thing fall right towards the hole. Oh, that's a great out. It's going to sit. Is it going to stop? No, it's going to keep rolling. Hard to get some spin on that, and that's going to go right into the fringe. Oh, and it's coming back. There we go, coming back onto the green. Keep on rolling, baby. Let that ball go. All right, on in two. It's a green in regulation, and we have got another birdie putt here. All right, here we go, trying to get a birdie. We got 18 feet to go. Puts a good stroke on, a little bit long, and that's going to be outside the cup. It's going to be a tough putt. We still got some work to do. 5 feet coming back for par. Tell you what, not an easy putt here for par. Coming uphill, but that's all right. Johnny Norris sticks it in there. It's going to leave him at 6 under.
On now to the final par 3 on the course, the 15th, listed at 206 yards. Don't be lulled to sleep by the sound of crashing waves and seagulls. This hole can bite you, especially if you don't avoid that front right bunker, the deepest on the course.
All right, a beautiful par 3 here. That green falls off in the back, so we don't want to be long. Wind is coming right to left, but it's behind us a little bit. I tell you what, we're going to go with an 8-iron here, and hopefully we can just kind of run this up. And we're going to try and hit this a little bit lower so that it runs a little bit more instead of just sticking. And let's see what we can do here. Nice smooth 8-iron. Here it goes, right up to the green. It's a little bit lower. It's going to hit and roll out a little bit.
All right,
I believe it's about a 33-foot putt. All right, 39 feet in total. It's slippery. We don't want to go too far past the hole. It's going to run down into the ocean. All right, there's a great stroke. The putt's going. It's looking good. And oh, no. Just a bit outside. Wow. How many of those in this round has Johnny Norris had that just take a peek but don't fall? There we go. A little tap in par, and that's fine. We'll take it.
Maybe the prettiest hole on the golf course, this par 4 16th. A plethora of options off the tee. Most end up deciding to see just how close to the green they can get it. Beware, though, of the ever-present Bandon Dunes pot bunkers, as well as some pretty thick gorse off to the right.
Well, it's decision time. It's the first round of the tournament, and we're in the lead. 6 under. We've got a 1-shot lead, and if we're going to take some chances, I think that now's the time to do it. So we're gonna try and roll this up onto the green, and I feel pretty confident. The wind's coming left to right, so we're going to aim a little bit left. We just don't want to roll in that pot bunker right up by the green. But I tell you what, we're going to go for it. Maybe set up for a little bit of a fade here. Oh, smacking the driver, and it's going left. That's not good.
Push this toward the right.
And bam, it's going to bounce, and we're going to miss all the bunkers, so that's fine. We are right next to the green. All right, we got 25 yards. We're going to do a little pitch shot with our 60-degree wedge. Try and run it down towards the hole. Here we go. That's a nice little pitch. It's going to run a little bit, and it's going to leave us some work to do. Not the best chip shot we could make there. All right, here we go. It's an uphill putt, which is good, 29 feet. And there it is, a little bit long. Let's see if we can get in the back of the cup. Oh, once again, it just skims by. Oh, Johnny Norris played with these shots today, but that's fine. We're going to stay at 6 under.
Feast or famine here on this par 4 17th at 405 yards. There are no good misses off the tee. Left has pot bunkers and thick gorse. Right with a long bunker and the side of a canyon to contend with. Best to just put one right down the middle, but that's easy for me to say.
All right, wow, this is pretty tricky here. We have got wind coming in our face. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to back off of this drive. We're going to go with a 3-iron and just try and put it in the middle of the fairway. We don't want to go in the bunker on the left. We don't want to go off the cliff to the right. This should be a pretty safe play. Let's see how it goes. Oh, nice smooth swing there, and that's going to be right out in the middle of the fairway. Perfect.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there.
All right, going in with a 50-degree wedge. I mean, this is a pretty standard wedge shot for us. into the wind a little bit, so this one should land pretty close to the hole. Give us a good look at birdie. All right, that ball's going right towards the pin, and it's going to hit and spin. What a great shot by Johnny Norris. A 16-foot birdie putt. We can surely make this. Here we go. It's a good stroke. The ball's going towards the cup, and there it is. A nice birdie. Takes us to 7 under.
And he's going to open up a 2-shot lead here with 1 hole remaining in his opening round. So now it's on to the 18th here at Bandon Dunes. The fog's starting to thicken up a bit as we reach this 558-yard par 5. The big key is avoiding the bunkers off the tee. Do that, and you'll have a good chance to get out of here with a birdie or maybe even an eagle.
All right, tee shot. We need to avoid these bunkers, and there's a lot of them here. I tell you what, wind's coming right to left back into us, so what we're going to do, I think we're going to back off of this. You know, we really don't need to be super aggressive. We have a 2-shot lead with that birdie on 17. We're going to back off of this with a 3-iron, and that way we can avoid all the trouble, set ourselves up to be on in 3 and get a birdie. There we go. Nice smooth shot, 3-iron, a little bit of a draw. That's going to get out in the fairway, leave us a nice second shot. All right, once again, we got a 3-wood here. We might actually be able to roll this up on the green, but we don't want to take any chances. We're going to knock this back to another 3-iron, and let's see if we can get ourselves in a good position for a wedge shot here. I'll tell you, one of the strengths about my golf game in real life is course management. It's probably one of the things that I do the best, and Johnny Norris does it too. There we go. Great 3-iron there, and that is going to be perfect. Right in the fairway, leaving us a great 3rd shot in. All right, here it is. I mean, we can put this one right by the hole. We got a 54-degree. Wind's coming at us. Even if it lands a little bit short, that's fine. All right, let's go ahead and try and put this close. We get ourselves up and down here for a birdie. Well, it's a great pitch shot. The ball lands, rolls out a little bit, and that is a great pitch shot. About 8 feet for a birdie. All right, a downhill slider. This is a tough putt right here. Probably should have left ourselves below the hole, but that's fine. Here's a birdie attempt. Oh, what a great stroke. And it's, oh, it falls in. Birdie to end the round, 8 under. And that's it. We end with a 64, and we have a 3-shot lead. All right, a 32 and a 32 on the day. All right, we have leveled up our performance, and that is pretty cool. Pro Pass level up, and our golfer has leveled up as well, and that is pretty cool. All right, here's the Pro Pass in case you're not familiar with it. Basically, I don't know, you just go up these levels, and I have been playing with another golfer, and I've unlocked all these levels. It just gets you some rewards, but basically what this thing does, it just tries to get you to buy stuff. See, it always wants you to buy stuff, premium pass, blah, blah, blah. We're not falling for it, EA Sports. We are not falling for it. All right, here we can upgrade our golfer, and one of the first things that I like to upgrade is putting and short game. We've already upgraded his putting by 2 levels. That came with the initial creation of the character. You start with 2 perk points, I guess you can call them. And we are going to continue upgrading putting, and we are going to go another level here. And we get this Texas wedge shot, which means we can use a putter off of the green, which I definitely need. So let's go ahead and upgrade that for 2 perk points. Now let's go upgrade the short game. We're going to go accuracy, control, and recovery. We're probably going to put 2 points in each. That will eat up our 6 perk points that we have available. Now we can put 3 points here in control and get a shot called the runner. It's a low-flying pitch that has less spin and more roll, mainly used to bump the ball up. So it's sort of like a bump and run. But I don't think we're going to need that, especially in this first tournament at Bandon Dunes. So we are just going to put 2 points here in accuracy. Bam! Skill upgraded. We're gonna put 2 points in control. Bam! Skill upgraded. And then we're gonna put 2 points in short game recovery. Bam! There it is. We've used all of our skill points. Short game and putting is really good, and that's how we're gonna win tournaments. All right, and that is gonna do it for the initial episode here, EA Sports PGA Tour. We have got Johnny Norris starting off hot, trying to win the amateur championship here. Bandon Dunes, we've got 4 rounds to play. We've got the first round in the books. Johnny Norris has a lead of 2 shots. And I'm gonna play the second and third round, and then we will come back in the next episode and play the final round of the Amateur Championship at Bandon Dunes Golf Resort. And man, this is pretty awesome. So don't forget, leave your comments down below. Let me know, what do you think of Johnny Norris's mustache? It is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself. And I just said so myself, so that's it. I said it. You heard it, I said it. That's it. But subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification so you're notified of all the content coming out. Hit that like button. Do all the things that you have to do. I mean, you know what you have to do. Go ahead and do it. What the hell are you waiting for? And thank you guys for all the support on the channel as we are working our way to 1 billion subscribers. That's right. It's going to happen. Maybe. Maybe not. But most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot, and we are going to see you right back here in the next video.